Welcome to Vintage Coin-Op Restorations and one of our latest projects. This is our final video of Buckley's 1930 Deluxe crane. This particular crane is probably one of the most sought after in cranes. Screaming Art Deco, as you can see, with all this chrome on it. It's just absolutely incredible piece. It's a complete top to bottom restoration. Every piece of metal, every piece of wood has been completely gone over and brought back to life. Let's take a look on the inside. Each door has a beautiful escutcheon here. We'll open that up. And inside, this is where you would be putting your prizes or money, which I'll talk about in a second, but let's take a quick look. It's almost hard to look at with all this chrome in here. It's hard to tell exactly what is, which way everything's going, because you have this mirror in the back. It just reflects everything. Here you have your basically instructions to set digger, front and rear, and as you turn it, I'll show you later exactly how it's actually gauging that. It is, I think, more deceiving than what it really shows there, and I'll tell you exactly why in a minute. But here we go, and here's your original motor up on top. All these cams up here are what controls the digger's motions. You have one that actually drops the crane, and another one that pulls up your prize. And that third cable in the center is your how far it goes forward and retracts back. And you can see that this crane was found in the fanciest hotels. We know all kinds of cranes. Muniscope made a bunch, and they're basically wood boxes. But this is just, here, look at the casting on here. It's all cast, it's done in the Art Deco flavor, and every single piece on here is just incredible. These would be in, like I said, a fancy hotel, and they would walk up and they would, excite people. And at first, everybody thought it was for a nickel, you're gonna get some little toy. But soon, the whole toy idea got canned. And what they were doing, from the information that I've read, they put money inside these things, and it could have been coins, and here and there on that deck that you look at here, you would have silver dollars. So 5 cents to possibly win $1, that's not bad. So, but what is that? It's gambling. So eventually the whole crane in hotels, that came to an end. But it did have a time where it was, a big booming business. And what better way to have it with this incredible piece of eye candy as you walk into let's say the Drake Hotel in Chicago or the Ritz-Carlton in New York. In fact, there is a version, it's called the New Yorker, that Buckley made basically with the New York skyline on it. Now the top and bottom pieces are so substantial that each one weighs about 50 pounds, made of cast iron. It was originally a little bit on the rougher side. It wasn't as refined as it is now. This is a result of hours of grinding, polishing, several coats of acid copper, nickel, and then chrome plated. So there's a lot of work to get that to this level. And when it comes to stuff like this, there's only one person to go to, and that is Craig Brandon with Speed Sport Chrome in Texas, that just did a phenomenal job on this for us. And thank you, Craig. As you can see, here's your work. Came out beautiful. Thank you. What you're seeing with that horizontal chrome strip there is the front glass is doubled. As we come around, you'll see that there's another piece of 1/4-inch glass in front of the front window. And it basically is protecting the crane from hitting the glass, scratching it. And that's why that is in that. Right on the top there is just a protective strip so that piece of glass doesn't get chipped. And the crane itself is an incredible little mechanism here. I'll pull, as the chain pulls down, it closes the mechanism. And even on the inside, we have chrome detailing on each door. Now, all this excitement for a nickel. As you put your money in, the crane does its operation, and it only makes you want to try it again, because these were all games of, let's say, gambling, or games that it was a chance. And it was a long shot, basically. Very, very tough to pick up that silver coin, or it's even tough to get a toy out of these sometimes, depending on, what you put inside here. If you have a bunch of pieces of plastic or little games that are easily grabbed onto, obviously you're going to catch a lot. But this was not about just to play it. This was about making money. So the operator would put things in there that are glitzy and excite you, and you couldn't get them out. So it would just make you put another nickel inside there. So even this front casting here is absolutely beautiful. I'll come and do a quick close-up to it. The center of it, I guess, is a cloud. And you can see the motif, the little chain link, and that's supposed to, basically, it gets bolted here. It's supposed to, I guess, simulate the crane itself with all the chains that are there. And I guess that's a cloud. Not exactly sure why, but maybe because it's, these are like all like a skyline of buildings of some sort. So that is, what maybe their intentions were. And here, as you lift the opening, you have your little spot, the hopper, where your silver dollars come from. And you have your manufacturing plate, product of the Buckley manufacturing. It was here in Chicago, Illinois. Now you have your little control here. And what that's going to do is, let me come around, and it lets you adjust exactly what prize you want to get. And every time you turn the handle, you have the opportunity to go front or rear. Let me get a little closer, come inside here. Front, go a little further, and it brings it down to the rear. And what it is inside, which I'll show you in a minute, is each turn is gauged by like a little diamond. And at the top of the diamond, it shows you it's the rear, and when it gets in the groove, it goes to the other. Even though it says that, you have such a minimal control of it. This is all comes down to a mechanical chain link and a little adjustable dial right here. You'll see it there, and it can go up and down probably 1/2 inch. And what it does in the front and rear, it is so minimal. But you have to remember that straight to the front is a fixed dimension, but as you come to the left and right, well, now you have a little bit of a different direction, and you might get close to the middle of this play field. But basically, what the operator would do is he would put all this eye candy, right here in the front, thinking that you're going to get that, and you're going to say, okay, I'm going to put it in the front. And what it's doing is it's bringing the crane right to the front, and most likely you're not going to grab that stuff. So this was all a game. This was about making money. It wasn't about giving the prizes away. But it's been done in style, with no doubt. Got these big sunbursts on the sides. Let me come around the back, show you the back of it. Up on top here is your switch that turns off the power. Let's take a sneak peek inside. I'll come around and we're going to open up the insides. And here we are, we're coming around to the side here and we'll show you the inside. Completely detailed inside. Here's your lift mechanism. Locks up on top. And here we have our gear. As I was telling you before, that little lever that goes up and down that shows you front or rear, this is what it's doing. It's each time it goes up here, it's pulling the spring up and down. It's so slight that it really doesn't seem to do a whole lot. It's more, I like it on the left and the right sides. You get a little bit more of a difference, but straight up front, it's very minimal. Let me come around to the other side. We have the original coin box inside here that's placed. And all this is happening with this very unique little device here. Turn it on for you. Put some money inside. The coin drops, holds, and as it's finishing its operation, it pulls back. And that's the end of the operation. Well, enough talking about this. Let's see it in action. Well, here we go. Put our nickel in, push in, pull out. Scoops right at the bottom of the pan. Pull your toy back and drops it. Do that again, but this time we're going to move the handle. So I'm going to turn the handle a little bit. Let's go to the far left. Okay, and we'll call that, let's go to the front, put our money in. There you have it. Well, if you're in the market for a Buckley crane, or if you have one for sale, or need one restored, please contact us. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching.